Hi there, parents and students. Welcome to sixth grade keyboarding. This year I have your students for a high school credit course called Keyboarding and Keyboarding Applications. We do keyboarding the first semester through Christmas, and then after Christmas we switch to applications, which are things like writing documents, formatting reports, learning about email, different uses of the computer. Because I can't see you in person, I'm going to take you through my Google Classroom. This is where the kids come every day. I have some kids on A day and some on B day. Depending on which day I see them, they'll log into their class. For the purpose of this video, I'll just go through keyboarding A day because we do the same on both days. So when the students log in, the first thing they see is the stream, which where I post important announcements that they may need to know, information that's not necessarily classwork, but just things that they need to be familiar with. There is also a link to our Google Meet link for when they're virtual. If they have to quarantine for any reason, they can get on virtual. Under classwork is where they will see everything that we will work on and things that we have been working on. On the left is a shortcut menu to all of these topics, or you can just scroll down and see everything we do. We start with lesson practice, which is what we're doing right now. We're learning our letters to type correctly and to reach our end goal, which is 23 words per minute with a 95% accuracy. And believe me, the kids get there. They're struggling right now because it's just new and they're just learning, but have no fear, they will be successful. We use typing.com for our lesson practice. If any student wants to practice at home, then I recommend typingclub.com for practice at home. Please reserve typing.com for class practice. We have a separate website for speed drills that we do weekly. Well, it ends up being weekly for A day, B day, depending on when it falls. It's either a Friday or Monday. And then at the end of the year, we take a proficiency exam, and throughout the year, I will post different parts of the exam that we are working on and practicing, and take the final exam in the spring, probably late April, early May. You can also find a Google Meet link under classwork. There is the late work policy. If any student turns work in late, here's the consequences for that. And when I do record a class for students being out in quarantine, I always post the recordings there as well, so they can go back and look at what they missed. In Google Stream, at the beginning of class, when we started in August, early August, I gave every student a copy of this newsletter, which is my welcome letter that I typically give out at open house to tell you a little bit about the class itself. As I was saying, students will learn proper keyboarding posture and technique, which touch typing for speed and accuracy. Again, our goal is 23 words per minute with a 95% accuracy. That's the goal set by the proficiency exam. In the spring semester, from January to Christmas, we look at letter formatting, email formatting, tables, reports, and file saving and sharing. These are excellent life skills that will aid all the students in their future when they have to go out into the workforce and everything is digital. I do not typically give homework, but if for some reason something's not finished in class, then they will need to finish it at home. Keep in mind that students should always be practicing proper typing techniques. And I've told them this, no matter what class they're in, whether it's my class or science or social studies, ELA, math, whenever they are sitting at a keyboard, a computer, a laptop, anything like that, they should be practicing proper keyboarding technique, hands in the right positions, sitting up straight and tall, feet not sitting on their legs, feet straight in front of them. That will get them into a nice habit, a good habit, so that they're successful in the spring when they take the proficiency exam. Grades are compiled from speed and accuracy drills, computer knowledge quizzes that we take, and all of the different formatting reports that we do in the spring. A score of 80% on the proficiency exam must be achieved to receive high school credit. This is a high school credit course. If the students pass this class, they do not have to retake this class in high school. They can receive a high school credit. but they have to pass the proficiency exam in order to receive that credit. And we work all year at becoming successful on that exam. I give due dates for different activities, and anything late does receive half credit or reduced points. It's not full credit. There's a late work policy posted in Google Classroom that you can read to see what consequences are for late work. If a student misses any work for any reason, if they're not here for any reason, then they have to complete the work. Anything not completed will receive a 0 grade, and the grade is entered into a 0 in the PowerSchool, and it stays a 0 until the grade is made up, at which time I'll change the grade. Because this is a high school credit course, I have to follow high school grading policy. Over here on the right side of the newsletter, you'll see the policy from Santa Maria High's handbook that talks about grades. We use percentages, and there are 9 grades that are averaged together to finalize, to get a final grade. So basically with percentages, I've told the kids it's more important to get a higher score. 100A is better than a 93A. So if I give them the chance to redo something, it's a good idea for them to try it just so they can get more points. The more points they get, the better their grade will be. And that's pretty much all this class is about. So far, the kids are doing really well, and they seem to be enjoying the class. If you need to contact me, my email is rochelle.waggenspack@apsb.org, or you can call the school at 391-6550 to set up a conference. I look forward to the rest of the year with your students. Thank you for sharing your kids with me.